Welcome back to The Grind for a quick video against the Act 6.3 Quest number 6 boss, Captain America Infinity War with Crit Me as well as this destructive feedback. So he's not taking any damage during the destructive feedback mode, and usually the opponent takes a burst of damage once it ends. However, because of Crit Me, you can only deal crit damage, and since that burst of damage is not critical, then they do not take any damage from it. But if you let them hit into your block or touch you in any way while that yellow destructive feedback timer is active, any of the damage that you did during that timer is then reflected back onto you. Now, Ghost with the Hood synergy, in my opinion, is one of the best or the best options for this fight, and I do have a power back booster on for this, so it'll make it a lot easier to get back to special 2s. Now, the other thing is this opponent has the node where they'll use a special 1 and then a special 2 and then a special 3 and then repeat the order 1, 2, and 3 unless you have a taunt ability. So champions like Stark Enhanced Spider-Man is great for this because he has a taunt, as well as he does lots of critical hits and high critical damage. So he's a fantastic option for this fight as well. And also She-Hulk does well because every time you stack a Fury effect and maintain them, it increases the opponent's chance to throw the special attack. So you can bait out special attacks despite the node that wants them to only throw a special 3 at a certain time. And if you put in Daredevil, it increases the Fury effects, and that will help as well. Now, what I'm doing with Ghost is during the destructive feedback phase where he's not taking damage, I'm primarily focusing on building up my power so I have a special 2 ready for when we go into the phase. And if I don't have a special 2, then I'm just focusing on doing phase back and medium hits to get as many critical hits as possible during that time. Now, the problem is with his glancing, not all the guaranteed critical hits are actually going to hit as critical. So you can run into that problem where you're not going to get quite as much damage as you expected, but you can see with that power back boost, we threw it off right when he's able to take damage, and now we're very close to a special 2 again, and we're going to be able to throw off another special 2 if he plays into me okay here. We would be able to throw off another special 2 during that time. We only got 2 hits of it off before the destructive feedback timer went on, but that's okay. We got almost a whole bar of power back in that special 2 to make it easier for us to ramp back up to our next special 2 in time for the destructive feedback timer to become active again. So Ghost, as long as you have Hood on the team and as long as you phase very quickly after hitting the opponent, especially when he has 3 bars of power, you're going to be able to phase the damage and continue the fight and get a solo. Now, if you bring along Wasp, it makes it a lot easier with the unblockable specials, but I did not have Wasp, so I had to time the Dex's back at the right time to bait him into me when I threw the special. If you want a Ghost guide, I do have one for Synergies and Awakened, as well as no synergies and unawakened. So take a look at that if you're interested. Some other options for this fight, you can use Corvus with a power back booster. I tried that on one of my paths, and unfortunately, because he can glance some of the critical hits, I didn't always get back to 2 bars of power, so it made it challenging to keep up the cycle of using the power 2 to drain him from 3 bars of power, but you can do well with him as well. You may have to use a revive in some situations. Other options for this fight is any champion with a taunt ability. However, if they don't crit a lot, then it's going to be a very long fight, or champions that can tank special 3s in other means, such as Killmonger. Killmonger, when he throws a special 2, will get indestructible charges, and those indestructible charges will allow him to tank a full special 3 for each charge. Now, because he doesn't have guaranteed critical hits, it will make the fight a little bit longer, but it is possible if you don't have other options. I really do hope that this video is helpful. Let me know what your thoughts are, who you use for this fight, and I hope to see you in the next video.